Why the Bitcoin and crypto markets crashed by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series, is someone who has taken a keen interest in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets. He recently explained why the digital currency market crashes, losing more than half its value from its peak in just a matter of days. Basically, if you invested $1 million at the recent peak, you might find yourself with only $500,000 left overnight. First of all, it's important to note that Robert Kiyosaki has become a serious investor in the crypto world. This comes after his long-term investments in assets like real estate, gold, and silver, and now Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. He has also stated that he intends to keep buying more. But there's one thing you must understand. What is the worst-case scenario for Bitcoin? Just days before the crypto market collapsed, those who had already bought in were likely bombarded with non-stop bad news about Bitcoin. For example, Elon Musk tweeted that Tesla would stop accepting Bitcoin. Concerns over energy consumption arose, and news broke that China would seriously ban Bitcoin and mining operations. In reality, news about China banning Bitcoin happens almost every year. According to 99bitcoins.com, there have been over 416 recorded instances of Bitcoin's death or total collapse since 2010. In the first half of 2021 alone, there were already about 23 reports claiming its demise. Robert Kiyosaki believes this is all fake news, designed to drive Bitcoin's price as low as possible. For over a decade, news meant to scare people into panic selling has caused sharp, temporary drops. But when you look at the big picture, the price just keeps trending upward. He mentioned that he almost bought Bitcoin back in 2017 when it was near $20,000, the peak of that year. Shortly after, the price plummeted by over 80%. If someone had bought at the 2017 peak with $1 million, within days, they'd have just over 100,000 left. As the saying goes, I had money, and then suddenly, I didn't. It all happened so fast. Kiyosaki starts with a fundamental truth. There are three main types of people playing in the financial markets. Group 1, investors. Group 2, traders. Group 3, speculators. Personally, Kiyosaki enters the Bitcoin market as an investor, not a trader. A trader is someone who buys and sells frequently, basically buying low and selling high. In real estate, this is like someone who finds a cheap house in a good location, flips it, and sells it for a profit. However, most people entering the crypto market do so as speculators. Kiyosaki compares these people to gamblers. They buy a coin simply hoping the price will go up. He notes that no matter how you enter the market, there's no right or wrong way as long as you're making a profit. It's better than losing money. But Robert Kiyosaki also points out that the group that loses the most is the speculators. In fact, about 90% of them end up losing money. As for why Bitcoin, silver, or gold prices have fluctuated so much over the decades, Kiyosaki looks back to 1944. After World War II, a major event occurred called the Bretton Woods Agreement. This was an international trade agreement to solve global currency and exchange issues. The conclusion was that everyone would use the US dollar as the primary currency. The US government promised to peg the dollar to its gold reserves. Essentially, holding a dollar was like holding a gold certificate with real value. But in 1971, President Richard Nixon suddenly announced that the US dollar would no longer be tied to gold. He basically said, just trust us. This effectively tore up the global agreement. Since then, the dollar has essentially become like a coupon. To those who dislike the dollar, it's nothing more than fake money. The only thing backing it is the government's guarantee that you can trade it for food and goods. This is the root cause of the price volatility we see in Bitcoin, gold, and silver. The rules of money changed in 1971. Did you know that before 1975, it was actually illegal for Americans to own gold? Kiyosaki found it baffling that the government would treat its citizens this way. Then came the 2008 subprime mortgage crisis, which led to the birth of Bitcoin in 2009. Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper made it clear people were tired of trusting the government with their financial future. Because Bitcoin exists outside of government control, it's no surprise that people like Robert Kiyosaki, who refuse to leave their wealth in the hands of the state, invest in crypto as investors. Since the 1971 shift, he sees no reason to save fiat or paper money. The longer you hold it, the more value it loses, because governments can print an infinite amount of it. When there's too much of something, its value naturally drops. Look at it this way. With an average inflation rate of 3%, if you put 1 million in a piggy bank today, in 25 years, that same million will have the purchasing power of less than 500,000. It's still a million in paper, but it only buys half as much. That's why Robert Kiyosaki chooses to store his wealth in real estate, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Over decades, these assets tend to increase in value compared to the day they were first bought. Back in 2017, when his friends urged him to buy more Bitcoin because it was going up, he told them, "Who buys now? The price is too high. I'll buy more when the market crashes," and he was certain it would. Most people in crypto are speculators. Naturally, some win and some lose, but the losers far outnumber the winners. When prices skyrocket, FOMO, fear of missing out, kicks in. People rush to buy at the top because they're afraid of missing the bus. It's the nature of the market. When early buyers see high prices, they sell to take profits. When supply exceeds demand, the price inevitably falls. As the price drops, beginners who bought at the peak get scared and panic sell. They can't handle seeing their investment evaporate overnight. Combined with a flood of bad news, even the calm ones start to shake and join the sell-off. This drives the price down until suddenly massive buying power steps in at 50% below the peak. That's when people like Robert Kiyosaki, the whales, with deep pockets step in to buy the dip. Kiyosaki's reason for choosing Bitcoin is the same as gold and silver. You can't just print more of it. It follows a similar pattern to gold, just with much more extreme volatility. It's like a daily roller coaster ride. That's why you have to HODL, which stands for hold on for dear life. It's the thin line between being stuck at the top and it's not a loss if you don't sell.